Scorpio, have you been sensing a strange energy lately? A subtle shift in the air, like something invisible is trying to get your attention. You may have noticed repeating numbers, vivid dreams, or a gut feeling that something big is just around the corner. This is not your imagination. This is a sign, a sacred omen, that jackpot energy is moving into your field. But this kind of energy doesn't come often, and it doesn't come for everyone. It comes for those who have done the deep work, walked through the fire, and are finally ready to receive. And if you're a Scorpio, this message isn't just timely, it's destined. Because what's approaching isn't just a blessing, it's a turning point. The question is, will you recognize it, or will you miss the miracle your soul has been calling in for lifetimes? Welcome to the Mystic Astrozen, your sacred space for astrology insights, soulful tarot readings, healing energy, and divine alignment. Here, we don't just explore the stars, we decode the soul. And today, if you've been feeling a strange sense of anticipation, if life has been whispering to you through repeating numbers, unexpected pauses, or even mysterious dreams, know this: you are not imagining it. This isn't coincidence. This is a message. And if you are a Scorpio, or carry strong Scorpio energy in your chart, this message was written in the stars just for you. Right now, the universe is opening a rare and powerful portal. A lucky sign has begun to reveal itself, and it carries what we call jackpot energy, a sacred frequency of unexpected abundance, clarity, transformation, and soul-level fulfillment. It doesn't always come wrapped in a lottery ticket. Sometimes it's a phone call that changes everything, a chance meeting, a burst of intuition, a sudden end that makes space for a miraculous beginning. For Scorpio, this is divine timing. At work, you've walked through fire again and again. You've shed old skin, buried versions of yourself that no longer serve, and trusted the unseen even when it broke you. But Scorpio, this season, this energy is different. The cosmos is not asking you to fight anymore. It's inviting you to receive. But to receive, you must be awake. You must pay attention. Because the lucky sign is subtle at first. It may appear as a gut feeling to say yes when logic says no, or a gentle nudge to release what you've been gripping out of fear. It may look like a loss, but feel strangely like freedom. That's how destiny often moves, quietly, then all at once. So breathe. Center yourself. This is your sacred moment. Let this video guide you into alignment with what has already been written for you in divine ink. Stay until the end, because we'll reveal how to recognize this sign, how to spiritually prepare for it, and what not to do when jackpot energy comes knocking. It's time to align with what's meant for you, not chase it. The universe has already decided. Now, all it needs is your permission. Are you ready to receive what your soul has already earned? Before we can recognize the signs, we must understand the energy. So what exactly is jackpot energy? It's not just a sudden stroke of good luck or a winning lottery number, though for some, it can manifest that way. At its deepest level, jackpot energy is a cosmic frequency, a divine pulse that resonates when your inner world aligns perfectly with divine timing. It's the moment the work you've done in silence meets the reward you've dreamed of in secret. It's when the universe, after testing your patience, your surrender, and your faith, whispers, "Now." It's not something you chase. It's something you feel rising within you, drawing in the blessings that were always yours, but waited for you to grow into them. For Scorpios, jackpot energy often doesn't look like what others expect. Because Scorpios' blessings are never just surface level. They are soulful, deep, uncheckable. You're not given quick wins. You're given spiritual wealth disguised as real-world transformation. A jackpot may arrive as a powerful connection, a business breakthrough, a healing opportunity, or an unexpected shift that clears the path forward. But make no mistake, when Jackpot Energy visits, your entire being will know. Your intuition will stir. You'll feel a quiet certainty in your bones that something is about to change, and change big. That certainty is the vibration of alignment. It's the cosmic green light you've been waiting for. It means your inner frequency is finally resonating at the same level as the manifestation you've been praying for. But there's more. Jackpot Energy isn't just personal. It's sacred. It's karmic. It's a ripple in the spiritual timeline, where everything that was delayed starts to flow with ease. And in this season, Scorpio is at the heart of it. Why? Because you've earned it. You've done the shadow work. You've sat with pain without trying to bypass it. You've chosen growth over comfort, truth over illusion, transformation over stagnation. That's why this energy isn't a fluke. It's a divine reward written into your soul contract. So if things have felt strangely still, as if the universe is holding its breath, you're right. Because when Jackpot Energy is near, life goes quiet before it explodes with clarity. This is your preparation moment. In the stillness, tune into your body, your dreams, your heart. Something big is aligning for you, but only if you're open, conscious, and ready to claim it. Not with desperation, but with grace. Because what's coming is not random. It's sacred. And Scorpio, you're standing at the edge of something life-altering. Stay present. Stay aware. Because the sign you've been asking for may already be showing itself. When the universe speaks, it rarely shouts. It whispers through symbols, nudges, synchronicities, small, sacred omens that appear when your soul is aligned with something greater. And for Scorpio, those whispers are getting louder. Right now, a very specific sign, a lucky omen, is making itself known. And if you've been seeing it, feeling it, or dreaming of it, you're being called to pay attention. This omen might not look like flashing lights or a bold declaration. Instead, it shows up in subtle patterns, repeating numbers like 777, 888, or 1111, golden light in dreams, feathers in unexpected places, or even recurring dreams of water, keys, treasure, or crossing thresholds. These are not random. These are messages. For Scorpios, who are naturally intuitive and spiritually sensitive, the signs tend to arrive just as the mind begins to doubt and the heart begins to waver, not to scare you, but to guide you back to truth. The omen may come in the form of a question whispered in your mind as you wake up. What if it's already mine? Or a stranger saying something that echoes what you just prayed for in silence. Or an old friend reaching out from nowhere with news that changes your perspective. These are what we call portals of activation, cosmic confirmations that you are stepping into a new energetic field. The field of receiving, the field of sudden shift, the field of divine inheritance. And the deeper truth is this: when the lucky sign appears, it's not the universe giving you something. It's reminding you of something you already carry. Scorpio's soul came here not just to endure transformation, but to become the alchemist of destiny. The lucky sign is a mirror. It reflects your readiness to embody that power. But it also carries a warning. Do not dismiss it. Do not let logic erase magic. Because if you've been seeing the signs, but waiting for something more real, you may miss the moment entirely. And this energy window, this jackpot vibration, does not stay open forever. It's a sacred invitation with a divine expiration. The question is, will you say yes when it calls? Or will fear convince you it's just your imagination? Scorpio, the omen is real, and it's here to align you with something your soul has been calling in for lifetimes. A reward, a rebirth, a radical shift in both your inner and outer world. If the signs have been circling you, If you felt that electric hum of something about to happen, trust it. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Acknowledge it. Because that is how you open the door. Not with force, but with awareness. With gratitude, with belief. The sign is near, but only those who see it will walk through the next chapter awake. Scorpio, your relationship with abundance has never been ordinary because your soul contract with wealth was never about quick gain or surface-level success. It was written in deeper ink, under rarer stars, while others manifest through strategy or surface-level positivity. Your journey to prosperity was forged in the fires of shadow work, emotional depth, and spiritual rebirth. You don't just attract abundance, you embody the transformation that makes you worthy of holding it. This is what many don't understand. Wealth for Scorpio is not just financial. It's energetic. It's sacred. It comes after surrender, after sacrifice, after shedding skin you once thought you couldn't live without. It arrives not to reward your struggle, but to confirm your evolution. You are not meant to chase money. You are meant to become a vessel for divine inheritance. And that inheritance flows only when your vibration matches the wisdom your pain has taught you. Look back, and you'll see the pattern. Every time you reached a financial breakthrough, it followed a season of emotional collapse, a death of some part of your identity. Why? Because wealth requires space. And your soul knew it had to strip away every false layer before it could carry real gold. That's why your abundance often came after heartbreak, betrayal, or loss. Because in the ashes of what was, you finally became what is. A being of truth, of purpose, of power. The kind of wealth Scorpio is aligned with is not easily earned. Because it is not built on illusions. It is rooted in spiritual maturity. When you finally stop trying to prove your worth, and instead embody it, you shift from survival to sovereignty. You stop hustling for scraps and begin attracting from wholeness. This is the foundation of Jackpot Energy for you. It's not about luck, but alignment. And right now, the cosmos is sending a signal that your time has come. Not because you asked harder, but because you've become ready. You've completed an old cycle, maybe silently, maybe painfully, but completely. And now, the soul contract shifts. The energy begins to flow again. Doors begin to open, not through force, but through frequency. And here's the deeper truth. Wealth wants to find you now. Not just in your bank account, but in your joy, your purpose, your peace. You are a magnetic force when you are fully you. Not the masked version, not the fearful version, but the raw, reborn version who remembers their divinity. Scorpio, you are not chasing riches. You are remembering that you are the treasure. The soul contract has always been this. Walk through darkness, carry the wisdom, and then rise into the light. Not empty-handed, but fully prepared. And now, the light is calling. Even when the universe is pouring abundance into your path, Scorpio, it's possible to block it without realizing it. Not because you're unworthy, but because your energy is still tangled in old patterns, buried beliefs, or emotional armor that once protected you, but now limits you. The truth is, many Scorpios unconsciously delay their blessings because their spirit has learned to equate struggle with strength. Somewhere along the way, you were taught that ease is suspicious, that happiness must be earned in pain, and that wealth will change you, or worse, those around you. But the deeper wound beneath those beliefs is fear. Fear of being seen in her fullness. Fear of receiving without suffering. Fear of losing what you never believed you deserved. And yet, the universe is now asking you to drop the armor. Because Jackpot Energy doesn't flow into clenched fists. It flows into open hands, surrendered hearts, and souls who are ready to stop apologizing for their light. You may feel like you've been stuck in a cycle, working hard, but not getting ahead, manifesting but not receiving, hoping but still doubting. That's because manifestation doesn't just respond to your words. It mirrors your readiness. And if deep down you're still afraid to trust good things, if you secretly believe wealth will come with loss or betrayal, your vibration will block what your mouth is asking for. This is the time to get radically honest with yourself. What? Limiting beliefs still whisper when no one is listening? What part of you still feels safer struggling than succeeding? What part of you fears being envied, judged, or abandoned if you suddenly rise? These are not flaws, they are invitations. Because awareness is the first key to releasing them. Begin by speaking to those beliefs like old friends you've outgrown. I see you. I understand why you came. But I don't need you anymore. Forgive yourself for holding on. Forgive others for planting doubt. And then choose to believe. In ease. Choose to believe in flow. Choose to believe that you can thrive without sacrifice. Scorpio, you've already proven your strength. Now it's time to prove your softness, your ability to receive without guilt, to shine without shrinking, to hold abundance without fear of what it might cost. Jackpot energy is not just around you, it's trying to move through you. But you must clear the space, cleanse your thoughts, purify your emotional field. The blessings are real, but your readiness determines the speed. Let go of the old narrative. Let go of the need to struggle. Because what's coming isn't meant to test you. It's meant to bless you. And the only thing standing in the way is the story you're still telling yourself about what you're allowed to receive. Now that you've begun clearing the inner blocks, Scorpio, it's time to align, not with what you fear, but with what you are finally ready to receive. Jackpot energy is a frequency, not a finish line. You don't chase it, you match it. And the way you do that is by stepping into sacred alignment, body, mind, spirit, and soul, with the version of you who already holds the miracle. Begin in the simplest place, your breath. Deep, conscious breathing anchors you into the present moment, the only place where manifestations actually happen. Then, tune into your thoughts. Are they rooted in trust or in doubt? Are your words painting pictures of fear or faith? Every thought is a prayer. Every belief is a doorway. And the universe listens more to your vibration than your voice. So speak abundance into your space. Affirm it. Feel it. Don't just say, I want money. Say, I am ready to receive the resources that support my highest purpose. Don't just say, I hope things work out. Say, everything that is meant for me is flowing toward me now with ease, grace, and perfect timing. You see, Scorpio, your power lies in how you speak to the unseen. But it also lies in how you prepare. Because jackpot energy loves preparation. Not planning in fear, but preparing in faith. Open a new journal and write down what you would do with your blessings. Visualize your life from a place of peace, not lack. Organize your space. Clean your altar. Light a candle and set an intention. Wear colors that make you feel abundant, golds, deep greens, royal blues. Use symbols that hold meaning for you. A crystal, a coin, a feather, and place them where you'll see them daily. These rituals are not just aesthetic. They're magnetic. They tell the universe, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm ready. And most importantly, listen. The signs will come faster now. Dreams will feel more vivid. Conversations will carry deeper messages. Pay attention. Write them down. Respond with action. Maybe that means following a gut nudge to apply for something unexpected, or reaching out to someone you've been thinking about, or finally saying yes to an idea that's been sitting on your heart for months. Action creates momentum, and aligned action rooted in spiritual confidence, creates miracles. Scorpio, this is your time to embody your transformation, not just reflect on it. You're not just someone who survived the storm. You're the one who learned how to dance in it. Now, let yourself be rewarded for that. Let your life start looking like the growth you've earned. You're not being tested anymore. You're being aligned. So open your heart, raise your vibration, and walk forward with trust. Because jackpot energy is not just near, it's waiting for you to claim it. Sometimes the most powerful way to believe in the magic is to witness it in someone else's life. So let us speak into your soul with real stories. Stories of Scorpio spirits who didn't just dream of abundance, but became vessels for it. There was the woman who, after years of financial struggle, found herself in complete surrender one night. Exhausted, she whispered to the stars, "Show me what's meant for me." Within days, she received a letter about an inheritance she never expected. Not from a relative, but from an old friend of the family whose life she had touched as a child. A pure act of kindness had come full circle. Another story, a Scorpio. Man lost his job during a dark season of grief, and for months he sat in silence, not knowing what to do next. One evening, while journaling under the full moon, he received a vision, an image so clear it felt like a download. The next morning, he began creating handmade candles inspired by zodiac signs and elemental rituals. What started as a healing hobby turned into an online store, which in less than a year became a six-figure business. Not because he chased success, but because he followed purpose. Or the quiet Scorpio healer who had always offered her gifts for free, afraid to charge for what she felt was sacred. One day, her guides told her in meditation, "Abundance is your birthright, not your betrayal." That week, she opened paid sessions for the first time, and they sold out within hours. Her fear transformed into freedom. These stories are not fairy tales, they are reminders. Reminders that wealth does not always arrive through effort alone. It arrives through energy, intention, and alignment. When Scorpio surrenders the need to control the how, and instead becomes a magnet for the why, miracles move faster. The common thread in every story? A breaking point. A quiet choice to let go. A moment of listening. And then, a door opens that logic cannot explain. This is the rhythm of jackpot energy. It doesn't rush in through pressure. It flows in when you stop chasing and start trusting. Your life can shift in a single day, in a single conversation, in a single yes whispered in the dark. But the question is, will you be open when it comes? Scorpio, your next breakthrough may not come in the way you expect. It may not even look like abundance at first, but it will feel like truth, like home, like alignment. And if these stories awaken something in you, a spark, a stirring, a quiet hope, that is the universe reminding you, you are not the exception. You are next. Now that you feel the shift, Scorpio, it's time to step into sacred action. Not frantic effort, but intentional alignment through ritual. Because when the soul is ready and the signs are clear, rituals become bridges between the invisible and the physical. They awaken your energy field and prepare your spirit to receive what has already been written in divine ink. One powerful ritual for this jackpot cycle begins with water, your element. At twilight or dawn, run a spiritual bath using sea salt, rosemary, or lavender, and whisper as you soak, "I release all energy not meant for my expansion." Let the water hold your pain, your doubt, your fear, then drain it, symbolizing the shedding of all that no longer serves your rise. After cleansing, dress in colors that call in prosperity: deep emerald, royal gold, pure white. These are not just fabrics, they are frequencies. Light a gold or green candle. Place it beside a symbol of wealth that resonates with you. A crystal like citrine or pyrite, a coin from your travels, or even a handwritten note that says, "I am ready to receive." Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Visualize light entering your crown, flowing down your spine, and settling in your hands. Feel the warmth. This is receiving energy, the opposite of control. Say out loud, I trust the timing. I honor the path. I open the door. Journaling after ritual is essential. Title your page, What I'm Ready For, and let your truth spill out. Don't filter it. Let your soul speak. Then, burn or fold that paper and place it somewhere sacred, under your pillow, on your altar, inside a manifestation box. This act signals your agreement with the universe. It says, I'm no longer asking. I'm aligning. Daily practices also strengthen this energy. Try a simple abundance affirmation each morning, facing east. Everything meant for me flows toward me with ease. Use essential oils like patchouli, frankincense, or cinnamon to anoint your wrists and feet, symbolizing power in your actions and grounding movement. And don't forget gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate amplifier. Before you sleep, name 3 things you're thankful for, even if life feels messy. Gratitude tunes your frequency to receiving. It says, I recognize the flow even in small things. Scorpio, these rituals aren't superstition. They are sacred technology, ancient codes. And when practiced with sincerity and focus, they change your field. You become a magnet for clarity, for timing, for miracles. You signal to the cosmos, I am no longer unavailable to my own blessings. Let every candle lit, every word spoken, every breath taken in presence become a doorway. Because what you do with intention echoes louder than what you do with effort. And in this season of jackpot energy, even your smallest ritual could be the key that unlocks it all. Scorpio, the universe is always speaking. The question is, are you listening? Because as powerful as jackpot energy is, it is not guaranteed. It is an invitation, not a command. And when the signs appear, when the omens glow bright in your dreams, your thoughts, your daily encounters, your response determines what unfolds next. Many people miss their miracle, not because they weren't chosen, but because they weren't ready. Or worse, because they ignored the sign. And Scorpio, for someone as spiritually sensitive and psychically attuned as you, ignoring the sign doesn't just delay your abundance, it creates internal dissonance. Your soul knows what it's here to receive. When you turn away from that truth, out of fear, out of doubt, out of trauma, the body tightens, the heart closes, and the flow stops. The opportunity fades not because it wasn't real, but because your energy said no without realizing it. Ignoring the sign often doesn't look dramatic. It looks like second-guessing your intuition, shrinking back from your calling, dismissing a dream because it seems too much, saying yes to a situation you know you've outgrown, just to feel safe a little longer. But jackpot energy doesn't reward safety. It responds to surrender. And if you let fear narrate your next move, you may find yourself repeating an old cycle when the door to your next chapter was already wide open. The longer you ignore the sign, the more the universe will mirror your uncertainty. Things will feel stuck, delayed, like you're running in place. And the worst part? You'll begin to doubt your magic. But hear this, the magic never left. You just stopped listening. Scorpio, this isn't punishment. It's a wake-up call. A sacred knock on the door of your higher self saying, do not miss what you've already prayed for. Because when the portal closes, when divine timing moves forward without you, you'll feel it. Not as punishment, but as a quiet ache. A sense that something passed you by. And the truth is, it did. But the universe is merciful. What is meant for you will find you again, but not in the same form, not with the same ease, and not with the same alignment. This is why you must choose now. Choose to see the signs, to trust your soul, To say yes to what feels risky, but real. Because ignoring the sign may keep you safe, but only for a moment. And what you're here for, Scorpio, is not safety. It's destiny. It's transformation. It's the wealth of a soul in full bloom. Do not wait for permission. Do not ask for proof. Trust the energy. Say yes before you're ready. Because the truth is, you already are. And the longer you delay, the longer you'll deny the miracle that was always meant to be yours. Scorpio, if you've made it here, then something inside you already knows. This message wasn't just a video. It was a mirror. A sacred reflection of the energy that has been trying to reach you for weeks, maybe even years. The signs are not random. The timing is not a coincidence. The chills on your skin, the tug in your chest, the tear you didn't expect. All of it is proof that your soul recognizes the truth. You are on the edge of something extraordinary. Not because the stars are suddenly aligning, but because you are finally aligned with them. The transformation you've endured wasn't in vain. The delays weren't punishments. They were preparations. And now the energy has shifted. The door has opened. Jackpot Energy isn't just near. It's already brushing against your field. And the only thing the universe is waiting on is your yes. So say it. Whisper it if you must. But claim it now. I am ready to receive. Let this be your declaration. Quiet, sacred, true. Because your next chapter is not about proving anything. It's about embodying everything. And the blessings on their way to you, they're not just material. They're soul deep. Love that mirrors your worth. Opportunities that honor your purpose. Peace that no longer requires a battle to earn. This is your sacred season. Your divine window. But here's the most important truth. It's not just about what you receive. It's about who you become in the receiving. So stay aware. Stay present. Keep tuning into your intuition. Because even after this video ends, the signs will continue. They will grow louder, clearer, stronger. The universe will not stop speaking just because others aren't listening. And you, Scorpio, were never meant to be like the others. You were meant to awaken, to rise, to remember, and to inspire others with the way you claim your light. So if this message spoke to your soul, if it felt like a prophecy wrapped in softness, don't let it pass like a dream. Anchor it, share it, act on it, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the Mystic Astrozen, your sacred space for astrology insights, tarot readings, healing, and divine guidance. Here, we walk beside you, week after week, helping you align with your highest path, your deepest truth, and your most abundant timeline. Like this video, share it with your soul tribe, and drop a Scorpio in the comments if you know you're next. Rise will be your strongest yet. Until next time, stay awakened, stay aligned, and remember, your jackpot isn't coming, it's already here.